Puts us on every year, and it's getting bigger. And that's great, great to see. So let's give Michelle a round of applause. So, as many millennials do when they wake up in the morning, they look at Facebook, and so this morning when I got up, I scrolled through, and you see a lot of stuff talking about Memorial Day, and let's remember the men and women who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom to be here today, right? That's what it's all about. Well, I got to thinking a little bit more, and I know some of us that served overseas, we know many people that have died as a result of war or died when they got back, and got to thinking about what type of person they really are. They're resilient. Some of the service members that passed away as a result of conflict when I was overseas, or some of the people that I know, they're the most resilient people that I've ever met. Some of them they were all leaders, from privates to senior ranking officers. In 2006, Private Guinness, he was a gunner, he was a PFC at the time, and a grenade got tossed in the turret, landed on the doghouse, and he wrapped his body instinctively around that doghouse and absorbed the blast so the other four could live. What kind of person is that? Because most people probably say that they would, but in reality, would you? They're true leaders. They're resilient. They're tough. So we honor all the ones that have fallen one time a year, right? In reality, we honor them one time a year. We have ceremonies, we do barbecues, we have a long weekend. But think about the rest of the time, because we can learn a lot from our fallen. We can learn a lot by how they represented themselves in a unit, in a community, the sacrifices that they did when they were alive. The leadership that they amplified to others when they were alive. And that's really, I think, what we need to also remember today is when you look back, and some of you may know certain people that have fallen, think about how they lived. Think about who they were and how they were an example to us. So I just want to thank you all again. From somebody, I served in Iraq, and I know many of you served in different conflicts. Thank you. It means a lot to us that you guys are all here supporting the ones that we fought with, because it was truly an honor to fight with all the service members that fought, they lived, and now they're resting in peace. So thank you so much, and God bless.
Please welcome to the stage U.S. Army Ranger Sergeant Matt Doyle.
Ladies and gentlemen, veterans, distinguished guests, and Mayor Sawicki, I appreciate this opportunity to speak on Memorial Day. Memorial Day is a day that we reflect. We reflect on those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our great nation. This brings me to a verse from the Holy Bible, John 15 and 13, which we heard earlier. But no greater love is this, until one lays down his life for his friends. This is what our brothers and sisters did for our nation. And today, we remember them for that. Well, my name is Matthew Doyle. When I removed the uniform, I moved down here to Southwest Florida. I'm a veteran of 1st Battalion, 75th Ranger Regiment, and I served from 1999 until 2004. I served in both Afghanistan and Iraq as a fire team leader. Through my short career, I had the opportunity to meet some extraordinary soldiers, men and women that have made me not only the soldier that I was, but the man I am today. Well, the Ranger Regiment is a special operations unit, and serving in this community was an honor, and I hold it close to my heart. It was a long and painful journey getting into special operations, but once you enter into this brotherhood, you never want to leave. On this Memorial Day, I remember my friends, colleagues, and others that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. Like other soldiers, sailors, Marines, airmen, and coasties, they do so to the greatest nation in the world. And today, we honor them with our thoughts, prayers, and memorials. Because you and I know, without them, the United States would not be the free nation that we as Americans love so much. So before I get into my story, I'd like to mention some of those names. These were my friends, colleagues, and mentors that I've lost personally. Specialist Mark Anderson, March 4th, 2002, Afghanistan. Captain Joel Cahill, November 6, 2005, Iraq. Staff Sergeant Ricardo Barraza, March 18, 2006, Iraq. Staff Sergeant Christopher Roller, August 15, 2008, Fort Bragg. Command Sergeant Major Martin Gunny Barreras, May 13, 2014, Iraq. These men served with great honor and integrity within the special operations community, with the exception of Specialist Mark Anderson, who was killed on his first deployment rescuing Navy SEAL Neil Roberts. All served multiple. I remember a statement that Sergeant Major Barreras, then First Sergeant, said to me when I left 1st Battalion. He said, "Ranger, you're a great NCO, and you're going to make others proud. Just always remember where you came from, and to live the Ranger creed forever." And to this day, I strive to be the best that I can be. And I live that Ranger creed every day of my life. Thank you, First Sergeant. My story starts in the second deployment, while waiting for operations to start in Iraq. My company received a warning order on a possible mission. This mission was to take place in the city of Nasiriyah, which was located in the southwest portion of Iraq, near the country of Kuwait. All the information we received at that time was a picture of a young, attractive female named Jessica Lynch. We were told that her unit came under attack, and after being separated from a convoy, she was taken as a prisoner of war. Private First Class Lynch was an American soldier that served in the 507th Maintenance Company out of Fort Bliss, Texas. And I had the honor of her meeting here the first time in January, right here in Cape Coral. Well, she was captured after her attack, and her company she was taken as an Iraqi by the Iraqis as a female POW. 9 soldiers from her company and 2 Marines were killed during that attack. The Iraqis not only took her, but also took 8 bodies to a hospital within the city. 6 in total were taken as prisoners of war, including Shoshana Johnson, who was supposed to speak here today. 5 others were also wounded in this attack. Well, days pass, and in a combat zone, it feels like weeks. The attack occurred on March 23rd, 2003, and my unit was becoming antsy. What was taking so long? Well, it was the intelligence gathering between an Iraqi civilian and the Marines, who were located at Tally Air Base, just outside the city. See, it's not like in the movies. In real life, it takes time to get the information, to get it right. Ensuring the information is right not only protects the soldiers doing the mission, but in this case, the soldier that was on the ground. We knew, though, as more time passed, we were less likely to find her alive. Well, 8 days later, on March 30th, 2003, elements of 1st Ranger Battalion, 2nd Ranger Battalion, and SEAL Team 6 deployed to Tally Air Base in preparation for her rescue. During that time, we conducted multiple mission briefs, rehearsals. During these briefs, we learned not only more details of the attack, but also that those 8 American soldiers who paid the ultimate sacrifice were located in a hospital morgue. Our portion of the mission was to take Marine 46 helicopters to a landfill 1 mile from the hospital. Once on the ground, we were going to have a short walk to one of the most dangerous cities at that time in the world. The Rangers, we conduct the majority of our missions at night, and this mission was no different. And this gives us the element of surprise and violence of action towards our enemies. In the early morning hours of April 1st, 2003, we conducted our portion of the mission, and everything seemed to be going as planned. We had little to no resistance walking through the city and to our approach to the outside hospital wall. My squad was assigned as the breach team. We blew a breach for the other elements behind us as a helicopter landed on top of the hospital to locate and extract PFC Lynch. Once inside the perimeter of the compound, we cleared some outer buildings, and then I made entry into the lower portion of the hospital. PFC Lynch was extracted by this time, but the 8 American soldiers who gave their lives were not located in that hospital. We received intelligence that their bodies were located on the outside of a hospital wall and were buried in the ground for multiple days. My squad and others proceeded to the soccer field where those bodies were located. As Rangers, we usually prepare for all contingencies, but this is one that no one could have ever anticipated. Every Ranger there began to exhume the bodies of our fallen brothers and sisters with the only thing we had, our hands. We dug in some of the most gruesome conditions possible, but I will not mention them today. Valiantly, we recovered those bodies and returned them all to their country, our country, that we swore to protect and defend. Those Rangers that did so without complaint, and they defined the word hero that morning. The soldiers of the 507th and the Marines that died for this great nation, we honor their memories today as we do so for all that paid the ultimate sacrifice. The first body that I recovered with the assistance of one of my team members was a young Native American named Specialist Lori Paestro. The image of her face lives in my memories day after day. She was an American soldier like me, and there was nothing that was going to stop me from bringing her home. As Rangers, we live by a creed and ethos, as I mentioned before. And the 5th stanza of the Ranger Creed states, "We will never leave a fallen comrade to fall into the hands of the enemy." That statement sunk deep into all of our veins that day as we recovered those heroes. And one day, we will all meet again, once again, in Valhalla. So I leave you today with a statement from Chris Bemis, the Ranger that helped me exhume Specialist Paestro's body, wrote in a book, Violence of Action. The Hopi Indians believe that when it snows, it is their ancestors that have passed, returning home to tell them that they loved them. The day that Hopi Indian Lori Paestro's body returned to Arizona, it snowed. Thank you.